An officer-involved shooting this morning at a McDonald's in Lodi injured at least one person. Good evening. Thank you for joining us on To The Point. I'm Alex Bell. It was the Lodi Police Department's first officer-involved shooting in at least 5 years, the department says. I do want to hand things over to ABC10's Becca Habegger, who joins us now live from the scene. Becca, I also want to mention no officers were hurt in this shooting, correct?
Correct, Alex. And beyond that, Lodi police haven't given us many details. I mean, take a look at this. The scene is still very much taped off, very active investigation, lots of officers and vehicles around here. This is practically 9 hours after the shooting happened. Now, we know the person injured was the suspect. We don't know what condition that person is in and whether anybody else was injured. We have asked Lodi PD, and a spokesperson told us they'll be providing that information later. But we did get first-hand witness account from a woman who was in the drive-thru when this all happened.
Okay, guns being drawn on Lodi Avenue at the McDonald's. As soon as I pulled in, all the police came. There's somebody with a gun inside the McDonald's.
That's video Cheryl Stenick shot as she sat terrified in the McDonald's drive-thru around 9:30 Monday morning, waiting to pick up her mobile order.
The cashier on the intercom, I said, "What's going on? There's police everywhere." And she said, "Yeah, I know. There's somebody with a gun inside the McDonald's." And I go, "Oh my God, I'm scared. I can't get out of here. There's police everywhere." Her and I were just like talking and saying how scared we were and a few other things. And then all of a sudden, we both hear 4 shots, and the shots came from inside, not outside.
She says a police vehicle had to escort the cars in the drive-thru off the property.
The fire department showed up and the ambulance showed up pretty quick also. And then they started taping off, like the crime scene tape all around.
Lodi police say they responded to this McDonald's at the corner of West Lodi Avenue and Church Street around 9:30 Monday morning for a report of a disturbance.
As officers arrived on scene, they heard gunshots inside and they heard screaming. Officers entered the building, and ultimately it led to a officer-involved shooting.
Corporal William Hinton says at least one person was injured, the suspect. He says this appears to have been an isolated incident with no ongoing threat to the public.
We haven't had an officer-involved shooting in at least the last 5 or 6 years, if I remember right, so it's pretty rare.
Because this was an officer-involved shooting, standard protocol is to bring in both the San Joaquin County District Attorney's Office, which is now leading this investigation, as well as the California Department of Justice. Cheryl says she was shaken, but grateful for the quick response.
I guess it could have escalated even more, but with their quick response, might have saved some other people.
We're still waiting for police to identify the suspect, share that person's condition, and tell us whether anybody else was injured in the shooting. I also reached out to McDonald's corporate for information, and I have not yet heard back. And I want to let you know our Nightside crew just arrived on scene, so they will provide you the very latest information on this story. Hopefully we'll be hearing more details from Lodi Police tonight. Live in Lodi, I'm Becca Habegger for ABC 10.
All right, Becca, thank you so much. As you can see right behind you, still a very, very active scene. Of course, as she mentioned, we'll bring you updates on air and online. Thank you, Becca.